Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to 2 Point Hospital. We can train them in all of the above. So we'll start off in here, trainees. I've got 2 of those are ready for GP round 3. Treatment. I want you, and then either of these doctors, I want a treatment doctor and I want a GP doctor. So one is going to be treatment. So I want... Here, we're going to go with treatment, because both of those are going to need it. And then we'll do the injection room bit after we've done a bit of treatment. Trainers available here. You, 180, 110, 100, 110, 110, 120, 160. You're the dude to have. Look at he's a dynamo. 20 to 22 days. He is the one to have. Do that training in there, and that's going to be free training as well, which is always good. That's nice. That's what we like. Okay, janitors now. I've got 3 janitors on the job, but I think they're starting to struggle a bit. Right? Some of these plants are looking a little bit dry, a little bit crispy in places. So maybe we ought to consider having another janitor. Now, how the toilets seem to be coping just fine. Everything in here. This janitor here, he's got maintenance, he's got the training masterclass, he's got ghost, and mechanics 2. No. Emotional is plus 10% happiness. Do I want a 4th janitor? That's a big decision. I don't think I will, but an extra assistant is something that I would like. Zoe Boff, there, you're halfway through your 2nd one. And Clint Bottomley, a natural mentor. Whizzes through any syllabus, 50% teaching speed. I like that a lot. I'm going to go with him. Right, so he is in as well. Let's carry on. There we go. So we've got the Jab Master over there. That is now ready and raring to go. I've got $120,000, $125. Look at the money rolling in. This is great. A load of nurses over here who's just sweating it out over that side. I've got lots of spare staff. I have got a lot of spare staff. I guess I don't need quite so many as I've got, but I'm still okay with this. There we go, and you've been cured of osmosis.
Bungle was forced to close one of its experimental treatment centers this morning after its cybernetic doctors experienced a malfunction and started performing autopsies on all patients. Bungle says the error is being corrected and the centers will reopen soon.
Training course complete. Class dismissed.
Their cybernetic doctors started performing autopsies on all patients. I'm going to go out a limb here and say that means that it's not going quite according to plan. Just a little bit not according to plan. Right, anyway, I want to go in here, and that is our new general practice doctor that we want to start training up. So you're 130, 110, 120, 120. We'll go with you. You can do that training, especially as you're going to be leaving us fairly soon. So we will start that course training right there. We'll restart that one, and now we need to just work through the rest of this wave. I'm starting to wonder if we should have an extra GP in here yet. I mean, we are training up one at the moment, but whether we should build an extra GP's office and then get an additional GP coming into the hospital sometime soon might... See, it might be a good thing, it might not. I'm kind of torn at the moment as to whether that would genuinely be beneficial.
Janitor, to repair drug mixer.
I'm also thinking that the reason that it could be quite good is because then we'd be able to get maybe sort of specialize a little bit more. We could move some of these rooms over here. Have treatment move over to, say, this plot here, because that one's fairly big. The plot 8 right there. We can upgrade our Jab Master to make it more effective. We do want a...
Janitor, please. Repair helixer.
We do want research. Right, I actually think that plot there is one of the biggest ones. That might be the better one to go for. If we were to take that plot, there's only that door coming out there. So, like, maybe we want to go plot 7. You got these plots over
Training
here.
course completed.
Quite small. We got lots of treated people here. I've only got 1 patient left to be treated now anyway. So I'm just going to pause a second. We're going to go into the training courses available. I don't have surgery. I do have general practice round 3 that we could go for. I got 1 person remaining there. So if I was to do that, trainees are these 2 doctors. So we could take both of those and train them up to level 3. Trainer available coming in. It's expensive to do that. It's going to be 40,000 in total to do that. But I think it is a good idea. I think that we could go and do that. And if we have a look at our actual staff, and we look in here, we've got GP level 1 there, and you're level 2. So this doctor here I was going to get rid of. She's now done a bit, well, we've sort of used her to do a bit of training. I'm thinking that we get rid of her, and then we got 4 GP. So we're going to want another GP as well, and I want a specialised doctor for research, and potentially a second psychiatrist. Plus, also surgery. Surgery would end up being a good one. Right, at the moment, I'm thinking Maya Eggnog, we train her up in level 3 ward management. That'd be quite good. I've got 2 here that are almost ready for diagnostics level 3. You are both... Well, you're going to be a while. You right here, though, you could be treatment level 2 pretty soon. That would be useful. Who else have we got here? I got a treatment level 1. I got the other ward management there. I got 3 here with diagnostics 2. That one's almost ready, and then we can use Sarah Styles to train some of the others. All right, well, we'll leave that for a minute. Another janitor is probably going to end up being the most useful out of all of that. We go back into hire. So with hire, I can have a second doctor immediately that is already trained up on the Helixer. And have a GP in there. I don't want that. So one of these 2 here is going to be a research doctor, and we're going to start working on that. Doesn't speak Spanish, is nasty, has a weak bladder. There's probably... doesn't like our chances, and is hangry. You have a weak bladder, and you're nasty. So a weak bladder means he's going to be running off to the toilet a bit more often. So if we're trying to do a challenge, then we got less chance of being able to do it. So I think Will Fromage is going to be our research doctor. So I'm going to hire him as a research doctor. And then I'm going to go back in here, and I'm thinking another GP, possibly another treatment doctor. We can have him here, but I also want a diagnostics doctor who would do radiology and x-ray, because we're going to want to get those. So I think Josiah Punia here is going to be another GP. So I've got a GP and I've got a research doctor. One of those has got to be done. Estimated duration 30 days. So I've got that one now going. So those 2 doctors down there, let me just sort them out a second. Doctors list right here. So Josiah Punia is going to be the doctor, the GP. So I'll remove those. Will Fromage, he's going to be research. Now, I don't have a research lab yet, and I also don't have... So there, he's lost everything at the moment. I have no research lab, and I'm also not quite ready for him. And then I got Penny Mania. She needs to go. She's quite expensive as well, because she's quite highly trained. So I'm going to fire her. They've been employed for 3 years, 11 months. In that time, they processed 78 patients, killed 0, cured 0, earned 39,000, and been paid 155. Well, I become pretty dependent on the money you were paying me. Will I continue to receive the money once I've been fired? I feel bad for her. I really do. I'm one of those people that genuinely feels bad for NPCs every time you've got to do something for them, to them, like this. Unfortunately, you do have to go. I have no room at the inn for you any longer. So you're off. You're on your way. And right there, staff challenge from Herbie Field. Earn 100,000. I'm also trying to do the Lovesick challenge still, though we've got a good chance of that working. Pearl Thunder, janitor to senior janitor. Right there, promote. She's now very happy. She's been promoted. I do wonder if we should do something with the staff room and make it a bit bigger, because it seems a little crowded in there, to be honest. They've got their snack table, but they don't all sit down when they're on a break. Wave 8 is now starting. Right. It's very important that we do this properly. I've got 225,000. I need to earn that in that much time. Abandon challenge. I don't want to abandon any challenges. I just want to take it along like that. So we're going to go fast speed now. We're going to speed that bad boy up. And I'm not going to go buying anything extra just yet. I've got GPs over here. Unfortunately, I've got 2 of my GPs here. I've got 3 GPs in the office here, but one of those is not going to be very GP-ish. Unfortunately, we failed to complete the request from Pearl Thunder. Capture 3 ghosts.
End of year approaching.
It's kind of a good thing that we didn't do that, because it means that we didn't have very many patients dying. Right, Employer of the Year and Best Teaching Hospital. We've got 20 almost at each of these desks. We currently have too many janitors. No, we don't. We need to keep the janitors as they are. You over here. I've got 14 days left on that course. Staff promotion. Junior nurse up to nurse. There we go. Yeah, see, I got 3 doctors that are able to work in here. I don't know how good they're doing with this. And in here, I've got 3 people queued up. In here, I've got like 2-3 people queued up. In the ward, we've got nobody at the moment. I don't have very... Oh, dear. 5 patients with pain apple. A group of surgery patients have been stranded after a Bunkle Meditech hospital was declared not legally there anymore and are now looking for further treatment. We'll be rewarded if we treat this group of patients. Should we have them sent here? Cure 5 patients with pain apple. Yes, send them here.
Surgery now arriving.
Right, I've paused it because we need to build a surgery and we also need a surgeon. Our doctor discovered a new illness, pain apple. You're not supposed to eat the really spiky part of the fruit, or of anything, really. That should be self-explanatory. When you do, this is what happens to you. The tiny shards of organic shrapnel combine with the fruit's characteristic tartness to create significant discomfort. The patient is seeking treatment will need a surgery in order to treat them. Get them to wait. Patient with pain apple. Right. We need to make a surgery. Let's go back here. I had a surgeon available. There is no longer a surgeon available. That's a bit inconvenient. They've got to be trained in surgery, which means that unless that applicant there has got surgery training, I'm not going to be able to do this. I will build the surgery a minute. I will do that. We'll go to rooms. I may not be able to actually get this challenge done, but we will then have our surgery. So this is supposed to be a 4x3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes... Right, that leaves a 3x3 over in that corner. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave a 3x3 over there. I'll pop that one down there. Then we've got our actual surgery table here. That one is going to go right there. We need the changing cubicle, which is going to go there opposite the door. We need the sink over on that side. We're going to need a wall monitor to monitor our patients. We're going to actually go all out here and have a couple of wall monitors, he says, putting in 3. And we're going to want medicine cabinets for these as well, obviously. Can't have surgery without medicine cabinets, so we'll put that one down there. And I need to put as many of these in as I possibly can. Although I've also got to make room for a couple of other bits. We need a toxic waste bin. That one's got to go in here. So that one can drop down there. I need a fire extinguisher somewhere in the room. I can't go and put them down. Oh, I can put these underneath here, look. So I can go and put that one down there. And I need an air conditioning unit. That one is also able to go underneath the wall monitor, which is fantastic. Because that means that I can go back up here and get some medicine cabinets and put one more. One single solitary more. But that's alright. Just one more is fine. Wall monitor, can I fit another one in here anywhere? No, I didn't think so. Right, okay, so no more wall monitors. We've got a decent surgery. It's a level 3 prestige on here. We do need to have a clock, because in a surgery, in a surgical room, in a theatre, they almost always have a clock, don't they? Just so that... they wouldn't have a wicker chair, though. That's not something you'd have. Operation monitor increases room plus 2% treatment power. For monitoring the operation, K300. That would be actually pretty good. How many? We got 2,800 K points, so I'm going to get that one. It does cost 9 grand to bring in here. And... after all that, I've gone and spent those points. I haven't got room. I can't fit it in here. We'll have to make the room bigger, which means that we can't put another room in here. You know, I'm actually thinking that this one... I'll get rid of that a second. I can move the surgical table over. Like that. I can pick up that bin and I can put it over there. Surgical table can't be moved any further anyway. Operation monitor. It definitely doesn't have room to go in there, but can I move this, maybe? That one's not able to be placed down in that corner. I'll get rid of that one. And I get rid of that one. So, this one here... The operation monitor, I can put the operation monitor on here, look. That one will fit right there. Now, that one is plus 2% treatment power. And then if I scroll up here a minute and we take a look at medicine cabinet is 1% treatment power. So by getting rid of two of these and replacing with one of them, I haven't actually benefited me in any way, shape, or form. So... I need to add in at least one more of those. So I can put that one in there. And then I got to just find a way. I can't add in any more. All right. So I've added in that one just for looks. That one there. We'll just stay where it is. The wall monitor is also 1%. I think that's looking pretty good. There's a surgery. Whether or not they're going to be able to get in and use this surgery in any way because of how I've got everything laid out in here is another matter entirely. But we will go with that. We'll build the room. There's 42,000 right there. I still need to... Right, actually, we need to have items. We want to put a couple of bamboo benches outside. Just 1, 2 down there, and then I will go down here with an air conditioning unit because it's quite warm over in this stretch of the hospital over here. So we do want to like cool it down a little bit. So if I was to add that in there, that's just going to cool it down a little bit in here. And I don't think we need to cool it down any more than that. I've got quite warm spots here in places, but generally speaking, the hospital's not doing too bad at the moment. So I'm happy with those. So now what I need is 4 days, 3 days. I need a surgeon. I've got to have a surgeon turn up. I don't have a surgeon. That is bitterly disappointing. Training course complete, general practice. I've got surgical patients. I've got 120 days. I need to train a surgeon very quickly. I've actually got a research doctor right there, Bartholomew Husk, so I can bring him in. He's positive. Their loved ones resent... Nice. Their loved ones resent them. So I've got that dude right there. Staff, we'll go in here and we'll go to the jobs lists. So doctors here. Josiah Punia is going to be the GP. Will Fromage is not going to be that one. He is going to be our surgeon. Unqualified in surgery at the moment. This new doctor right here, he is going to be a research doctor, although I'm not using him at the minute. And then nurses over here, I've got all appropriate nurses in the right places. I'm going to want another treatment nurse. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to want another treatment nurse so that I've got one available to go into there. So, I mean, if we go to hire nurses and we have a look, there's a perfect treatment nurse ready and lined up, or I've got one with a blank slate. I'm kind of thinking this one right here, because they can do the 2 small rooms, and then we can get them trained immediately in treatment as well. So I'm going to hire you and I'll bring you in, and I'll very quickly just set your jobs list, which is this one. So I don't want you working in the wards and analysis. I don't want you working in that ward. So you've got everything else on there, and it's the same with Jonathan Riggle. I obviously forgot a nurse previously. Right. There are our doctors. You are unqualified in genetics. We'll get you sorted with genetics at some point, I think. And then we've got these. So it's Will Fromage who needs to be trained in surgery, and that's the course that I've got to run right now. My doctors have just now finished. So I want to start a surgery course. I got Research 2 right there, which will be one of them. Surgery right here. Trainer available is you. Trainees available is Dr. Will Fromage. Is that student doctor right there. And it's only going to be you. This is going to take 24 days to train him up. And I've got no choice. He's got to train up in there. And then I will have surgery over here. We've got the surgery patients turning up, but I got to wait for this course to start before I can do anything with it. There is a doctor that is ready for promotion. So at the moment, it seems like it's going to be okay. I don't think that we're going to do very well on this one.
In surgery.
Because at the moment, the trainer hasn't arrived yet, so the course hasn't started. The course is still... there. Now we've started.
This is Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. You'll have to excuse me if I sound a little less effervescent than usual today. It was a bit of a restless night in the Hawthorne household, and I'm afraid I didn't get much sleep. My spaniel, Federico, woke me up in a fit of barking, and when I went to fetch him a bowl of baked beans, that always calms him right down, I noticed a bit of a commotion outside. 7 police cars, 2 ambulances, and the remains of what I believe one calls a street gang fight. Not a pretty sight, let me tell you. Still, all those blue and red lights certainly did give the street a festive look, and I'm happy to say by this morning, most of the teeth had been hosed away. Now, let's listen to some jolly wake-me-up music.
Warning, the hospital is on fire.
Most of the teeth had been hosed away. Oh, that's brilliant. Right, we are on day 50, just
Training
approaching.
course complete. Class dismissed.
Training course for surgery is done. We've got our surgeon over there. He is racing over this way to start treatment in surgery.
Doctor needed in DNA lab.
So as soon as he's changed, we can actually start processing some patients. So long as we, I think, get... well, we have to get 3... we're halfway. We need to get 3 patients done. This may take a minute or 2 for him to get through, so I don't know if this is actually going to work. It would be nice if it did. We got loads of aids here. We've got wall monitors. We've got this surgical monitor thing over here as well. I'm curious how much money we're going to get for dealing with Pineapple. We're minus 26,000. There goes the alarm clock, and there's a duck that they put back in again, which is fantastic. I love it. Right, we got a... Yes, 20 grand for that one. That is fantastic. Teddy Bog is ready for a promotion from junior nurse to nurse. Promote you up like that. Staff promotion, Willie Lillywhite is ready for a promotion as well. So we've got one cure in there on our surgical patients. We need 2 more before the time is
Maintenance
up.
announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
Right, I don't think we're going to get 2 more before the time is up, because it takes a while to process surgical patients. We might be able to work through it, but I just can't see it happening. I do want to have another GP. Training course is finished on here. I've got 11 trainees available at the moment. You are going to become a GP, so I need to train you with general practice. That's your new job. 120, I got 30 grand. 110, and you are 160. I'm going to spend 15,000, and I'm going to bring in the outside trainer for this one, so that we can get that training done just a little bit faster. I think the speed of it
Maintenance
is good.
announcement. Bins will become full.
Audio and part-time visual journalist Sally Figblanket has asked if she can visit the hospital as part of an expose she's putting together about queuing. Sounds terrible, but it could be an opportunity for some good press if she's impressed while she's here. If she's impressed with the hospital, it could be good for our rep. What do you think? Let's go for it. There's a queue outside of a GP's office. Is it worth building another one? It probably will soon.
Someone important is arriving.
There is a reporter arriving. Alright, how many have I got queuing up here? I don't actually have very many queuing up there, I don't think. 2-point radio is here. You... Appointment, surgery, Pineapple. Did I just... Oh, failed. 1. There is no chance of us being able to do this then because we just failed our treatment. So that one's not going to happen, but we have at least got the money coming in from the treatment that's happening, and
Janitor
there goes...
required to fix auto queue.
There goes another patient, but 3 days is not long enough for an operation to happen, and so we've
Another
got...
earthquake warning for the Sweaty Palms area. Or as the hotels like to tell the tourists, it's time to look forward to another bouncy ground fun time. Enjoy your stay.
Bouncy ground fun time. Okay, hospital attractiveness of 70%. We're on 59% hospital attractiveness. We can do... Actually, what we're gonna need more janitors. We need another janitor to be able to do things like that. That is upgrade skill. There, you're the one. Raj Fenderson gets toilet rage, an exceptional passenger. I'm going to bring you in to the fold, and you can start helping keeping the hospital looking good. And we're going to go to items here, and what we're going to need to do is just add a few plants around. I'm going to stick a carnivorous plant in here somewhere. I'll put that one right there. And I'm going to go over this way, and I'm going to put another carnivorous plant down there. I'm going to put a palm tree over here. I'm going to take sunflowers. Turn them round. Let's put one down there. This is increasing hospital... We're up to 62% hospital attractiveness. Well, I think that's quite enough care and loving attention inflicted upon the patients from myself for today. So we will return next time. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this episode, then could you please head down below and give us a like? And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.